Previously on Blue Ridge Survivor, a reward challenge had extra food up for grabs.
We got peanut butter!
Malachite won the first immunity challenge of the season, sending the Azurite tribe into chaos.
At least half the tribe's name have been thrown out there.
When Shay found out she was the backup plan,
John doesn't work. I'm voting for you.
a trip on the mining excursion offered her a new life in the game.
Shay has the option of mutinying from this tribe and joining the other tribe now. Will you be leaving your tribe and joining Malachite?
Yes.
At a lively first tribal council of the season, it was John's torch that was the first to be snuffed.
John, thank you for playing. In this case, the tribe has spoken.
19 are left. Who will be voted out next?
Things changed last minute with Shay leaving us, and that throwing things majorly for me. I had heard my name was out there, but still don't completely know why. You know, if I get back in, I will prove to everybody that I'm not just one trick pony. I did the rounds, I talked to people, but sometimes shit just hits the fan, and I just caught the diarrhea of it all.
Oh my god. Okay, we have to go skip over there because we're what are the vibes like at that camp? Like, are you guys like cheery and fun?
Well, we were literally calling ourselves the Zen tribe earlier because we were talking about how we were all around a tree in a circle and so quiet and stuff.
Okay, so
and
the boring tribe.
I think Shay, I like her. That's really sad that she's on the bottom. We kind of chose her because Sophie said that she was divulging information, so we were between her and we were between Courtney. But we went with Shay because I vibed with her last night.
And I don't know, and everyone hated me there, kind of, probably. No, not like
Dude,
most
we all
people.
like you already.
But not most people.
Oh
but
my god, I'm so excited! I don't want to be too jumpy over there, but I'm excited.
I don't know, I'm scared.
No, why?
Because I feel I've been talking to those people literally all night, and
Hey guys! We have a new tribe mate!
What?
Shay chose to come to our tribe! Oh my god! Yay, Malachite! And I won a Nutri-Grain bar! Yay!
Wait, that's wild.
Wait, this is a crazy twist, right?
So we're an 11-person tribe. How does happen? Tell us all about it.
Yeah, okay.
Everything.
So I went on the mining excursion, and we both got to pick something, and I got a stone that allowed me to either switch tribes or stay, and I chose to switch because they were going to vote me out because they were voting solely on today's challenge and not I won last night and I didn't win we didn't do good today.
You made the right decision.
Wait, so that's so lucky we picked you.
Yeah.
Because I don't get to go to their tribal.
Here is your new buff.
Oh my god! Yay!
Welcome.
Does anyone want some?
I feel comfortable talking and just seeing what the vibe is over there. It seems like everyone is kind of lovey-dovey, but they're going to tribal, so it's not anymore. Which, thankfully, we're not. So happy.
This is my new team. I'm green now, and everyone over there is super nice and super happy to have me. And I just spilled all of my guts from the blue team to the green team. We're all wanting to vote out Keenan at first because on night 0, Zach told Courtney oh, Keenan wants to do a girls versus boys alliance with you, and that was on night 0.
What does that mean? Wait, you wanted to buy
yeah,
Keenan wants to do.
He said that he basically wanted to get all 4 girls out first. And that was on night 0, and that obviously Zach didn't. None of the guys agreed with it, but Zach told us immediately. That's how we knew that they didn't That's how we knew that they weren't for the whole
And that's how we know you married a nice man. Good job, can you imagine?
Wait, time out. What a crazy thing to say to somebody who's white doesn't what to be let's take out all the women.
Oh my god.
We
We really need to win challenges because I don't want to vote any of these people out, and it's going to be hard come merge because it's 2025, guys. Survivor is not just stick to your original tribe, and unfortunately, this game's going to get bloody, but for right now, I'm enjoying the moment and enjoying getting to know my tribe mates, and I really like all of them.
Actually, whenever we went around and talked, like we all agreed, like for the rest of the game, we can't vote out Keenan because he's really good, like physical.
The
like,
rest of the game.
Like he was really for like wins, I guess.
Damn, that crazy full game immunity.
Thinking of like future.
I told everybody in my introduction that on the side, I'm a big pro wrestling fan. I do production for pro wrestling events in my area. So I'm going to stick with that theme and say that my theme song is My Time Is Now, the John Cena theme song, because my time is now. This is my game.
Now we have more numbers and more information.
And also, it sounds like they're a hot mix.
It does sound like they're
Yeah, I love Emma and Rye right off the bat. Like, I love everybody, but Emma, Rye, Sophie, I think, are like my top 3. Like, I know that I like them already.
So Shay has just joined her tribe. Yay! One more person to vote out. I'm actually not happy about Shay joining our tribe at all. And the reason for this is because Sophie was pushing hard for her to be the person to go on the journey. Sophie is advocating for Shay so hard that there's going to be a very clear alliance that I had no chance of like building or forming or anything like that. So I'm kind of nervous for Shay being on this tribe. I love her as a person. I think she's fantastic. But long term, I think she makes my plans more complicated than easy. So I would like for her to go out sometime soon.
By us. The Malachites.
Wait till I finish building.
How dare you throw natural fruit peel on the ground for the animals to eat? Apple a day keeps the hunger away.
Does it though? Does it really?
We can say it.
We could have won the bread. Banana peanut butter sandwiches, apple peanut butter.
They get the possibility.
Oh my gosh, every time I love watching the Outlaw TV, so every time I see somebody get a professional, I'm like, I want to be just like that. I want to be that.
Here you are, girl.
I feel like in my confessionals I'm not really.
I just hope mine aren't like boring when we get them out. I don't know. And
like, so
mine, yeah, probably. I was like, this guy, Brian, that man smells. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. Everybody on YouTube's gonna know you smell right.
Yeah.
I made sure of it. No,
I literally can't. The icing on the cake is we just got Rachel. She just showed up. I still don't know who she is. Rachel's like, what, 5 years late to the game. And she lives an hour away. And Rachel just sort of walks up and she's like, and I'm like, hi. Hi, I'm Rye. And she's like, oh, I'm Rachel. Like, it's,
sad to have John gone, but I feel like that is something that I was okay with because that makes me extra indispensable because I'm the only person people think is good at puzzles now. So I feel as if there's, despite, I mean, in addition to feeling very well positioned in the tribe, I think people will think that I am not dispensable.
So I've played these games before. This is the first time ever in my live game career history I've been to the first tribal council. I'm shitting my pants here.
We don't want to talk right now. We want to wait till after the tail.
Yeah. Like, we don't need to talk unless, like, we can go back to, like, enjoying ourselves in the vibes until we are put in that situation again.
She would not, I don't know.
That's true.
I don't blame her for feeling
But we had no idea. Okay?
I mean, she had some ground to make up.
She did have some ground to make
Well,
up.
now she's got even more.
Yeah, but she turned
she has Rachel
on the other side. That, like, I mean, Dad was also smart too, because she's to be like, hey, I'm not going to be the first.
I know that with this live because I basically said it in front of everybody on the first night.
My fiance thinks I'm on a no technology retreat right now. She's a big Survivor fan. I'm not as big of a Survivor fan, but I'm doing this as like I'll show her this before the wedding type thing.
I know that when it comes to a live, you have to make it believable. So not only that your delivery makes it believable, but that I would even go as far to say that you have to believe it yourself as the truth, and that's how you have to act from now on. There can't be any gaps in your story, so when you tell one person something, you gotta have the same story for another, especially if you're aligned with them and you're telling them the same story. And you gotta be ready for follow-up questions about it if they do. So you gotta have answers on the ready for that. You can't have any hesitation or they might read into it. So I know that that lie and then future lies I tell down the road, I've gotta make sure that I stick with the same story. So that sounds diabolical, but this is Survivor. This isn't real life. So kids, don't lie at home, but this is Survivor. So
Emma, like,
She's
read the
you can
room.
tell she's
wow.
an actress.
Yeah. They sent her over because to charm her off.
and she charmed her.
I would not have turned you guys on stage. But
Yeah.
also, if I heard my name a bunch of times, I maybe would have.
Right.
Alright, so the theme song I picked more so was for my life and not the game. I picked Feather by Sabrina Carpenter. It's about leaving an abusive, toxic ex and then like kind of refining yourself and realizing things are so much better on the other side. The main reason I got into LRGs actually was to like get over a breakup and to like meet new people, find myself again. So yeah, I thought that was important for me.
I don't want to go into something and just let somebody down.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Well, I mean, we knowingly made ourselves weaker in puzzles. So that is what we're dealing with.
We what?
We knowingly made ourselves weaker in puzzles, so that's what we're dealing with.
I typically am out the gate a hard hitter. Like, I play fast and I play rough, and sometimes that puts a target on my back. So that's definitely a weakness for me.
I was really hoping that I was like, oh, we'll shave that. We don't even have trouble counting.
My theme song is Phone by Lizzo, which goes, where the hell my phone? Where the hell my phone? And I have that because I lose everything. So, this is the most apt one.
So my strengths are I am extremely empathetic. I do learn who people are really quickly. I can tell a story that I know people will like to hear. I can help people work together who might not otherwise work together.
It is flowing body parts everywhere. It's coming up, which means, oh my god, holy shit, the shark is coming after us, we better swim.
Oh my god.
Swim.
What a disaster of a day.
If it bites on our tanks, we could skyrocket out of the water and it will leave its teeth in there and we will have its tooth. Yes, we need...
is it worth something?
It's worth as valuable as an azurite.
Breathe.
You ready?
I'm ready. I'm bad at this shit, but I'm ready.
Terrible, right? Because that's what makes it fun, right?
Amen.
Hey, you're it!
Or I think that my strengths are my social game and the physical aspect. I'm really good, I think, with hand-eye coordination, balancing, gross motor skills. Yeah, I have definitely seen a few people that I'm interested in having an alliance with. Brian is definitely one of them.
You can't get me! Stop falling for that anymore!
I don't want to play anymore. Wait, can I tell you a secret? Can I tell you a secret? Shit.
Oh! Yeah! Yeah! Oh, I got you back, man. I got you back.
You're it.
Zach and I had a couple of good conversations yesterday, but I'm a little, like, when he walked in, I don't think, okay, that's the golden boy, he's got to go. I'm not going to be able to work with him, but I think for the short term, I think I would be able to. I'm noticing that, like, him and Rafa are kind of, like, hooking up and or kind of becoming a duo potentially, so I'm trying to watch that Muscle Man alliance.
Look tough, guys.
Malachite is getting their first look at the new Azurite tribe. John was voted out at the first tribal council of the season. For now, please bring that immunity back to me. You'll have to earn that if you want it. I heard that they named this, by the way.
Bye, Malachi.
Okay. Okay.
What do y'all think about that?
It's gonna have a name change soon.
Really?
In addition to the immunity, this round, a loaf of bread is up for grabs. For this challenge, tribes will designate 2 players to tie a knot around a hoop. Those same 2 players will then untie the knot created by the opposing tribe. Once the hoop is free, 3 other players will then use a grappling hook to retrieve 3 other hoops across the way. Finally, the last 3 players would then throw these hoops around 4 balls in different locations. The first tribe to complete all 3 of these tasks will win. For the knots, Azurite chose Maddie and Yanae. Malachite chose Rachel and Sophie. For the hooks, Azurite chose Rafa, Sam, and Brian, while Malachite chose Jason, Tyler, and Rye. Lastly, for the hoops part, Azurite chose Courtney, Zach, and Keenan, while Malachite chose Abby, Josh, and Emma. Since they have 3 extra members, Malachite chose to sit out Megan, Cody, and Shay.
Knot tires ready. 3, 2, 1, go.
We start tying from this end, I start tying from the other, and we'll try to knot it through kind of tight.
Wait, do we want to tie both ends or no?
Let's go, Maddie, let's go, Yanae.
Here, let me not tie this one because I think we should like leave it on.
Okay.
Wrap it a little bit more than tie a knot.
You got this, Rachel, come on.
We're doing great.
1 minute remaining.
Wrap it a little bit more and then tie a knot.
As tight as I possibly freaking can.
Yeah. Good job, guys. Yeah, make one real bad. You got it out right.
Probably had trouble getting this. I think so. It's very crazy. I hope so. I don't know what they're doing for us though, so.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Hands off the knot.
We'll now swap the knotted hoops for the other tribes to untangle.
With the other end, I'm going to start working here.
I got it free. Give it to your hookers. Get it to your hookers. Azurite can now move on to the hooking portion. Malachite, y'all got this. Don't give up. It was a come from behind last time. Come on, ladies. You're almost there. You're almost there.
Last one. Come on, we got this.
You got it, Brian.
We're good. We're good.
Pushing, keep pushing.
Done! Run! Why do you have to run?
Okay, I got that.
There you go. You already know.
After some confusion, Rachel and Sophie deliver their hoop, meaning that their hooking team may now begin.
Step on the right side of the roll.
Oh, so good.
That's okay.
Nice.
That's it.
Nice.
Go. You angle it and pull it.
Ooh, yeah, you can get that.
Try to yank it.
Pull.
Have your right hand one.
Here we go. Nice and slow. Nice and slow.
Sam successfully retrieves Azurite's first hoop.
Yeah. I think we have that.
Y'all try not holding onto the string. That's working really well for them.
Yeah.
Be patient. Take a deep breath. Touch. That's good. Nice. Slow. Good. Nice. Let's go. Nice. Yeah, just pull it.
Let's go.
One and one.
You're on.
Hook their second hook.
Nice.
Jason can tie it up right here. That looks pretty good. There we go.
Nice. Just roll it in.
There you go.
Nice.
Ready? There we go.
Having retrieved all 4 hoops, Azurite's throwers must now finish the job.
Right there.
Malachite still needs to collect 2 hoops before they can begin throwing. The hoops must land around the balls, to which Azurite has had no success with yet.
Yeah. He can get 2.
Each thrower must land at least one hoop on one ball.
As you're right, still with only one hoop landed. This is it.
Still in this, guys.
Malachite continuing to struggle, falling further and further behind.
Grab it.
Malachite snags their second hoop, but will it be fast enough, as Azurite needs to only land one more hoop around the ball.
Starting position. Malachite finds their last hoop.
Killed me. Hey,
wait, hold on. You guys right?
Alright, see you later.
Out of sight. Out of sight. Out of sight. Out of sight. As you're right.
As you're right, you have won immunity and a loaf of bread.
Alright, are we? We need a name.
Yeah.
Alright.
As you're right. Out of sight. As you're right. Day and night. As you're right. We see the light. Malachite. Prepare to fight.
So, I'm really struggling to grapple with the loss on that challenge. I did so bad, and now my leg is bleeding, and now I thankfully did not get medevaced for this game, but I am one leg down.
We lost the immunity challenge just now. It was a difficult showing. I sat out because we needed to sit out 3 people, which was awesome because I wasn't feeling well. But like sitting out is so difficult because like there was a specific task that I would have done really, really well in. And I can't fault those people for doing it. But like in my heart, I'm like, oh, I could have done that. Listen to what I'm saying. Like, and they're just not listening to me.
No, I do. I will fully own up that I don't think I did the best at the challenge today. I think, you know, I got some good tosses in there. I definitely wasn't a slouch or anything, but if I could just aim a little better, if I could remember what Megan was screaming at me at the sidelines, aim more right, I just didn't get in my head. We probably could have got a ring in faster.
So, that challenge went very well. I was very happy about it. I definitely needed a win. Definitely had some, you know, the math kind of says like we lost 3 times even just by losing once. So, you know, we have really good energy with each other, and I feel like we wanted to make sure the other tribe like also had to test themselves, because we think we're gonna do better in that. We think we're gonna be the ones who stay together. I mean, maybe they will be able to too. I hope so for them, but I also don't hope so for them. Want everyone to end up shining happy people at the end of the day, but if they have a little glitch because they're having problems figuring out who to vote out, that's all the better for us.
For the mining excursion this round, Azurite chose Brian from their tribe and Tyler from the Malachite tribe.
It was like, okay, put me in, but like so the guys that we expected to do the hardest thing did the hardest thing, and I like just did the second hardest thing almost immediately. So it was like, wow, look at me.
No, I was so frustrated. I got so close like so many times.
How are you right now?
So there hasn't been like any strength yet, which I think is just because we have a tattoo. So I'm sure I don't know what.
I feel as if your tribe is very chaotic emotionally.
Kinda, I think very vibes-based, you know.
Okay.
It goes back and forth.
I think people are talking. We were talking.
Right.
Like before the first time, we knew who was going to go before we went to the first challenge. And then,
did you?
Yeah.
So I might be out of the loop. That's definitely a possibility.
I think if you don't know who is on the top of the list,
We're going up there, by the way.
very well be you. Also, I'm doing well. That's good. If you do get the ability to come over, decide if that makes sense. I want you to come far. I want you to go far.
Right.
So if you don't know what's going on over there, I can fight for people.
Welcome to the Blue Ridge Survivor mining excursion. Before you are a series of 14 different excavation sites. While visiting the mines, you can choose one of the sites to dig up. All 14 sites contain a single rare stone. Each uncovered stone will be traded in immediately to claim its corresponding gift. Some stones are very precious and will reward 2 gifts upon unearthing it. Good luck and happy mining.
You'll stick your hand in any of the pits of sand that you want to, find the rock inside of it, and then I'll tell you what you've won.
I think I feel it. Alright, give it to you?
Yep. Okay, you're gonna step in here with me real quick. Now we'll go with each one.
Okay. Yes. Oh, open it. Congratulations, you have found the Fool's Gold Idol. This could potentially be the most powerful idol in the game. You will receive 2 necklaces, the Fool's Gold Necklace and the Pure Gold Necklace. The Pure Gold Necklace is a hidden immunity idol, or a hidden immunity that can be played all the way until the final 5 round. However, the Pure Gold Idol only gains its power once another player other than yourself plays the Fool's Gold Idol during Tribal Council. The moment the Fool's Gold Idol is played, the Pure Gold Idol gains its power. This means that if you choose to do so, you could play it at the same tribal right after the Fool's Gold Idol has been played. If the Fool's Gold Idol is never played, the Pure Gold Idol will gain power only during the final 5 round. You'll receive a fake letter with this idol you can use for the Fool's Gold Idol.
A different player other than you needs to play that Fool's Gold Idol inside that little burlap bag there, and then your Pure Gold Idol, which is inside of here, will activate.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yes.
A challenge advantage, okay? So this challenge advantage only works in the individual portion of the game. I will deliver something to you discreetly later. The challenge advantage, it can work for the individual Immunity Challenge 9, Immunity Challenge 10, 13, 14, or 15. You get to pick which one of those is played at. Of course, you have to still be in the game to utilize it. This reminds you, you can gain advantage at any of these challenges. On the back, Immunity Challenge 9, Immunity Challenge 10, 13, 14, or 15. You can also use it on a Day 3 reward challenge. Okay, so any of those challenges works for it. It's up to you. You can use it on another player as well, but once you put it out, that becomes null and void.
Right. I got this little thing at the mining excavation. Let's see here. Oh, congratulations, I found a hidden immunity idol. But no, it's not real, it's a fake idol. But it looks super real, the paper says it's real, it's nuts. I got a whole gold idol. So, it's like a fake idol that I can plant to somebody, and if they try to use it, then my actual idol activates. That can last until the final 5, which is nuts. I think it's crazy that they were even just like flat out lies to people. Like, that's a crazy twist. I hope I can do something debaucherous with it, because that could be kind of fun. But I'm not doing anything debaucherous with it right now.
But there was the twist, but I haven't heard anything.
I'm guessing most of it's just going to be at that miners thing, right? Because I need the Fool's Gold.
Yeah, the Fool's Gold is cool. That's cool.
It's neat. It's different.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks. It doesn't do anything particularly for me, but it's
Yeah,
like,
but yeah, you can do something cool with it.
I figured I pretty much told my tribe I had the truth. I told them I had a Fool's Gold idol and what it entailed, but I didn't tell them that once it was used, then that means I actually have an idol on top of that I can use. So all they know is I have a fake idol that I can plant and possibly mess with somebody or do something a little silly. I'm going to be honest because I don't think it's good to lie about things like this because it just puts a target on you. I got this thing called the Fool's Gold idol. And it's like not the Fool's Gold idol.
Okay.
It's not a real idol, but it has a full like actual clue in it and everything.
Oh,
so
cool.
so you can like plant it and make it seem like it's a real idol, and then someone plays it and it's just like.
We'll use it on.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like
we could plant it over there.
Yeah.
Like they gotta do the water well. Well, water well's over there.
Yeah, or even if like we make work, we could use it to like if there's an imbalance or something.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's fabulous.
Emma, that's a really good idea about the water well.
Yeah, just put it under the water well. Like that's. And then we're gonna make it. But we all have to know it's there, guys.
Okay, so why don't 2 people or 3 people go take the water right now to refill, scope out what the water well looks like.
Okay. I will, because I haven't been over there yet.
And do you know what it looks
been
like?
over
So
Yeah.
you guys go
Take-
scope it out. Take the big guys. Big guys been there once already, so it makes sense. I think you should see that it makes sense.
Not knowing that someone has the same thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
If they think they have a real thing, then they could get up.
He plans on waking up every single morning before everybody and looking for the idol.
We could also use it as like a bluff, like if merge comes or if like we tribe swap and we're out of balance, we could be like, we could show them the clue and everything, be like, I have an idol. Yeah.
I think let's sit on it.
Yeah.
You sit on it.
Tyler came back with his prize, which he was honest about, and said it was a fake, what did he say? Fake idol, fool's gold idol. I don't know if I bought that fully. So I'm curious to kind of keep an eye on that and whether it was in fact a fake idol or something better and more real.
Brian's a very nice person, but he was straight up like, who are you voting out? I'm like, we haven't really discussed that because I think most of us were just kind of vibing all in like in a circle for most of the time, just all talking as a group, and I think we were just gonna figure it out when we lost. It was like, well, that probably means it's you. That the talks were definitely happening.
What?
He was trying to convince.
He said that?
He was trying to convince me if I got the same thing that you did to you.
Wait, he said if you got the same thing as I did
To mute, yeah. So I think I'm in a good place with that, and I think I made the right choice telling the truth because they'll probably have something too, but I couldn't go back there and say like she came back and said she had a Nutribate bar. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna come back and say I also had a Nutribate bar. They'll believe that now. That's not gonna happen. So I think I'm laying pretty good with that.
Kind of talked as a tribe, and we were like, we aren't the tribe that votes you out because you messed up in the challenge. Like that's like, unless it's like you didn't try, like you gave up and like you ruined it for us, like that's not us. I don't know, we've connected on an emotional level.
We are getting ready to go to our first tribal council, so feeling a little bit nervous about that. However, I do have to say I feel confident that our entire team is on the same page about who will be our first vote.
I feel like this is the first time we get to kind of see how we vote as a tribe.
And how we communicate together.
Yeah,
I mean, because this can be a
first
make or
test.
break moment. It could cause tension, it could not cause tension.
Absolutely. If I go home, I swear to you, I am home.
I'm writing Megan with an H.
Megan with H.
Underline.
W-I-T-H-A-H. With A-H. Exactly what it is.
Man, losing that challenge sucked. Me, Ryan, and Tyler gave it our all on those rings. I thought Sophie did a great job with the knots, untying them. But it's so tough. I mean, nobody throws a grappling hook in their everyday life. So it's hard to kind of just master that skill.
It sucks that we lost, but the guys were like really beating themselves up over the throwing of the freaking grappling hook. And it's like, that's not how a good tribe votes. Like just to vote out because you made a mistake in a challenge. I think that they tried their best. I don't think anyone could have done it better. And it was super close.
We had already kind of all talked about this. Yeah. Unfortunately, just given the circumstances of like how she wasn't able to be here when we were all forming relationships.
And we talk about voting out Rachel because Rachel, girl, has showed up, but she's still not here, you know? Like she's here, but she's not like talking with anybody. It feels like everybody has to talk to Rachel.
You know for a fact that everybody is voting out Rachel, at least like what they told me. Everybody wants to vote her out because like they feel bad, but also she didn't get here till super late, and I'm hearing that it's just like hard to like build a bond.
I mean, it's going pretty well. It seems like everybody gets along. So it makes it hard when we get along with everybody.
Has anyone told you like what has everybody been telling me?
I mean, we're just looking at
So no names.
I haven't been here like that long on this tribe. Like I know all the people personally, but like I haven't seen them as a tribe. So like everybody's telling me that that's who they want to vote out. And I think I'm just gonna have to go with it.
Unfortunately, now we have to do the hard part. I hate to do it. I feel bad to do it, and it's not personal. I have nothing against anyone personally on this tribe, but it's just part of the game.
So good. I was the faster, not entirely.
I don't think it's not even a challenge.
It's not even that. It's just we've all had so much time to bond.
And then
built really strong enough in the challenge to pull the weight, so those two combined makes it a choice we have to make.
What is the message she's going to say now? Discussion. I want to know why we have to learn. She's not going to stop. She doesn't have to.
Yeah. You don't have to.
Why would I say something else? So what we need to give her.
Or we could just be blunt.
Who do you think is going home in this round?
No idea. Nobody is knowing.
Do you know who you're voting for?
I don't even know.
This is a good point. Like, I feel like, she was here a long time. I feel it's still
Potentially,
kind of the same
yeah.
vibe there, just because like she has her personalities.
The pickle in the apple pie. I don't know if have you heard that before? The pickle in the apple pie?
No, what's that?
Her. Pickle in the apple pie. Like the thing that doesn't fold.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it doesn't kind of fit into the group. But I think that travel's gonna be relatively easy. We did have a late arrival, and I don't feel like she's gelling with our group.
Sophie finished all the nuts, and then we would help her with her nuts. And again, like, if it was just a little awkward, or just not awesome with challenges, or just late, right? But all of the things together.
First glance, it seems like it's going to be more of a slam dunk for this first vote. Rachel here, unfortunately, got here late, and then she hasn't really gelled yet with the rest of us, maybe not as much as even Shay, who our new mutiny member is. Seems like a pretty. Nothing's ever easy, but it seems pretty slam dunky. So
I agree. I just feel like maybe she's right in my name now and she's not telling me, but I feel like she's not.
Well, I mean, it's gonna be a shot in the dark. I mean, as far as my place in the game, I'm feeling pretty comfortable at this stage. I'm feeling pretty good. Should be a pretty easy vote, but famous last words. Hopefully not. Hopefully nothing gets fucked up.
Yeah, I know. It's always like the fear, but like, and then they're gonna go into tribal and they're gonna be like, so how confident do you feel? And we're all gonna be like, I don't want to say confident.
Well,
but...
yeah, because as soon as you say that, it's like, smite it. So.
It's all about like the relationships we made with each other, and unfortunately Rachel has less time with us, and I think that that's a big factor in our vote tonight.
I'm convinced because I'm paranoid as hell. These people turn on my name because I fucked up the challenge and I'm talking too much and I'm yapping too much, and I get really paranoid in these games. It's a wild ride.
This is for sure a slam dunk for thinking about.
I wonder who she's gonna vote for. She has not told me anything.
Never know in Survivor what could happen, but I am hoping that this is just an easy vote tonight. The reality is, Rachel not only was almost 24 hours late, but she hasn't talked to anybody since she's been here. She didn't perform well in the challenge from what I saw. She hasn't tried to strategize.
She doesn't really talk too much about really anything. She's kind of just to herself a little bit.
She's perfectly nice. It's just...
Yeah, she's sweet, but like, I don't know. I feel like you need to probably do a little extra effort since you weren't here initially. Rachel's definitely gone. I mean, there's too many factors in play, and I feel for her, and I feel like everybody's gonna say this. It's like it's difficult being in her position, but I personally think like if you, number one, come in late, you almost have to. You have to overexert yourself. You have to try harder. I know. I mean, it's definitely a hard situation for her. So I feel for her, but also, I mean, everybody else is clicking. Everybody else also wants to raise and also wants to go farther.
Somebody else.
She's sweet, but like I don't. She hasn't talked to me one time. She's kind of just sitting there. Like even when we were cheering for them in the challenge, she didn't even sit down. She didn't say anything, I don't know, there's just too many things. She also was like pulling the hoop with the knot tying, like she was pulling the hoop from Sophie and Sophie was carrying the whole thing. She untied every single knot, so it's like, I don't know, if you're bad at challenges, that's one thing, whatever. If you're not socializing, that's another thing. If you're here a whole day late, that's another thing. It's like, the only thing she had to say was, well, it seems like the tribe is cohesive. It's like, yeah, so you have to insert yourself in the cohesion, you know what I mean? You gotta do something.
And see you after tribal council. Wish us luck.
living in, rainbows and butterflies right now because it's sadism.
Yeah.
So that's what our next concern will be, I think.
I don't know who many vote for. I'll probably just decide at last minute, I guess.
Yeah.
And hope for the best.
Welcome to your first tribal council of the season, the second one of the season. Before we get too deep in, let's go ahead and take care of a few pieces of business. First things first, for using the pseudomorph advantage and swapping tribes for this item or this tribal specifically, Shay, you will receive one of these and cannot receive votes cast against you, so please come on up. This is something that you'll return to me at the end of tribal. It will only protect you for votes at this tribal council, okay? Have a seat. And now for the winner of the opening challenge. The player who cannot receive votes at this tribal council and will be guaranteed not to be the first player voted out of this tribe is Josh.
Everybody, plan B. Plan B. Good job, buddy. That's great.
Congrats on winning the opening challenge. Does this feel like something that you needed in order to stay in the game?
I mean, it's always going to feel good to have it around my neck, not having votes thrown my way. That's always the goal. So, I'm just happy that I can kind of take that off my back.
So far, what would you say is the biggest difference between being on the Malachite tribe versus being on the Azurite tribe?
I think this tribe is a lot more in sync with each other than the other tribes. Like, they agree on a lot more than the other tribe, I think.
Okay. Which tribe do you like being on more?
This one.
I'm sure. No matter what.
Good answer. I think a lot of us are like goofballs and here to win, but also here to have a great time, and that's clear. A lot of laughs. Really good vibes so far.
I'd say Megan has, honestly. Surprised me a lot.
Do you mind elaborating?
Well, I think in a way, and this isn't you. After I talked to you for like 3 minutes, I think I kind of got the vibe. But on this tribe, she's clearly the oldest person. I think sometimes that's a barrier to come between, with people who are younger than you. I mean, I would feel it with someone who's like in their teens, for example. So I can't imagine how she would feel with that. And I think she vibes with us really, really well. So I think it's really cool to have somebody who's like, down to kick it with the rest of us.
Honestly, any of us could go, and it wouldn't be a horrible thing for any of us to go. But the people who are left, I think, is what I'm looking at more than the person who leaves for me, because I want to see that the conversations that I've had with other people are true and valid conversations.
So, Azurite had a bit of smack talk for you all after the last community challenge.
Is that what that was?
What effect has this had on your mindset?
Not too much, honestly. I think we just, all it's done is driven me to have us rehearse our more for the next time. Because boy, do we have something coming.
Those Smurfs have it coming.
They sure do. They sure do. Those Smurfs, they got it coming.
Jason, does it feel like amongst this tribe so far anyone has stepped up as a leader of the tribe?
She doesn't want me to say her name, but Megan is a teacher, and I think for better or worse, she's in teacher mode all the time. I just think it's part of her personality. She can't turn it off. I know she really means well, and especially in a game like this, it could certainly be for her benefit or her detriment. But at the end of the day, she's authentically herself, and so I like that about her.
my biggest fear. Like being too much, too big, too this, too that, too. Okay, kids, let's get together. Okay, kids, you know, I don't even have kids, but like it's difficult for me to turn it on. So I'm sorry in advance if that's what I've been doing. Just
He just said he liked that about you.
yeah, no, but it could be bad sometimes to be like, dude, she just shut the hell up? I feel that.
I promise you, if it's ever too much, I'll tell you. That's my promise to you now as your teammate. Love you.
For me, I'm also like a yapper. Like that's one of my fears is I might yap myself to death. Coming into this game, I was like really, really nervous. Like things were not going so great at home, and the scariest thing about being right here, right now, is that you do trust people, and that could be wrong, and that's the scary part. Because like I made such amazing, wonderful connections with every single one of you guys, and going into vote, that's like a lot.
You came late, and you didn't do anything to try and improve your position. Unfortunately, I think the hole was just too deep for you to climb out of.
Y'all, I think I'm going home. I got the last question and was super spooked. The only name I heard was Rachel's, and that spooks me out even more. And I'm paranoid as fuck.
This is so fancy. Let's see. The hardest thing. Which side is the pen on? Ha 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 ha.
I think if you had a little bit more effort, you might have had a chance, maybe.
This word. Wait, how is this?
So fancy. Oh my gosh.
You're gonna get tallied about? No.
Does have to have the unfortunate decision to be the first Valentine member voted out of the game. So, we're going to start. Anyone has an item, an advantage, and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay, great. That said, I'll read the votes. First vote, Rachel. The next vote, Rachel. Vote number 3, Rachel. Rachel. That's 4 votes, Rachel. Cody. That's 1 vote, Cody. 4 votes, Rachel. Rachel. That's 5 votes, Rachel. The second player voted out of Blue Ridge Survivor. Rachel. Rachel, 6 votes. That's enough. Please bring me your torch. Rachel, you will have an opportunity to return the game from Redemption Island. Don't give up hope yet. But for now, Rachel, thank you for playing, but your tribe has spoken.
We just vibed. We had 17 hours of vibes before you showed up, unfortunately, and we all know each other, and it was a little bit too late. I'm so sorry.
Rachel, you seem very nice. I have no idea who you are.
Sorry, nothing against you personally. You seem like a really nice person. It just wasn't enough time, and the rest of us had so much more. And none of us really seemed like we could vote out someone else before you. Hey, I'm sorry.
Things were starting to stack up against you, so good, no hard feelings, but...
Sorry, you seem lovely. Sorry, Rachel.
I just got onto this tribe, and she's very late, and everyone's already told me that they're voting her. So I kind of just have to vote her. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. We just didn't have enough time to get to know you, but I'm sure you're a great person. And hopefully you do good on Exile.
That's all for episode 2 of Blue Ridge Survivor. Thank you so much for watching. Next time.
Bet I can skip even the roughest of stones.
With immunity back up for grabs, which tribe will prevail?
Now you're gonna reach rhombus, the trapezoid. Yep. So you're.
And of course, who will be the third player voted out of Season 2 of Blue Ridge Survivor? We'll see you next time.
almost wrote down my own name because they both start with R.
I love that we have this. This is like my favorite thing in the world.
The swing.
So I've been waiting for people to get off the damn swing. That way I can use it. Like, if I had the opportunity, I would sleep out here. I would literally sleep on this swing.
You can.
I know. Jason gets to bed all by himself.